What does your home inspection process for wildlife entry points look like from start to finish?
I show up at the house, and first introduce myself, give them the business card. Depending on what the animal is, I will start with the outside. Um, it depends on what the customer says. And I listen to my customers. I don't listen to everything the customer says. I pull key points from the customer um, to basically boil it down kind of to what I think I'm going to be looking for, off of noises, where the noises are, to times of the noises, if they've heard a specific sound. So we go through that whole process, before I start any inspection. Then I'm just going to start in the exterior for this purpose. I go on the exterior. I look from the foundation all the way to the peak of the house, peak of the chimney. I'm inspecting, looking for gaps, chewing, ripping, staining, and that's literally every inch of the house. You're glazing over every inch of the house, looking for a sign of an animal. You're looking for footprints on gutters because, oh, I trimmed all my trees back. Well, raccoons can climb gutters. So I go around and I look for every single sign I can find. I don't just look up. um, I look down because a misconception is everybody walks around looking up. Well, why is there insulation laying in your yard? That insulation doesn't just come out of the house and lay in the yard. Why is there a pile of droppings on my driveway? Well, look, you see a pile of droppings, you look up. Most of the time, it's bats. So with with rodents, I don't this I don't know if it's common knowledge or not, but rodents cannot control where they go to the bathroom and when they go to the bathroom. They just go wherever they're at whenever it arises. So their droppings are scattered everywhere. Um, Bats, they colonize, one little entry hole, and they all defecate right there. The bat guana will stick to windows. You'll see urine stains on windows as well. If you're seeing chihuahua sized droppings on your roof, your neighbor's dog is probably not climbing up on your roof. So you've got either a possum or a raccoon somewhere, at least milling around your house. It might not be in your house, but they're at least there. So I go around the entire property and I look for everything I can look for. And then from there, I will go into the attic, and one attic, five attics, whatever the case may be, and I'm looking for trails in the insulation. I'm looking for, is there tunneling insulation? I'm looking for how wide the trails are in the insulation. I'm looking for the footprints on ductwork because it's real. Ductwork is dusty and it's shiny, so it's the easiest place to spot footprints in an attic. So a raccoon, you're going to see its full foot. Squirrels, you're going to see their little toes, and rats, you're just going to see tick marks. And the thing is, I tell my customer before I go into an attic. Sometimes they follow me into the attic, sometimes they don't. But I tell them what I'm looking for and why before I go up into the attic, so that whenever I come back and I show them pictures, or if they come with me, they know exactly what I'm looking at, and I've told them prior to, so that they know they're consciously looking themselves, not just blindly looking around the attic to see all their wife's Christmas decorations.
Yep.
So I take all of that and I compile it into a estimate, and that's that's pretty much the entirety of a estimate process.